In this video, I'm going to show you how to fluff an artificial pine tree. So here we have one artificial pine tree branch. I already placed the main pole in the stand and put one branch on either side so that the stand won't tip over while I'm working on each individual branch. It kind of balances the weight. So this is what it looks like fresh out of the box. Not super appealing quite yet because it's very squished together, and they do that so that they can fit all of them into the box. Now every artificial pine tree has a different style of branches. This one, the bottom branches kind of spread out into like 3 different branches towards the end. Some of them just have one, and so, but the process is about the same for whichever Christmas tree you're working on. So the first thing is to, basically what you're doing is you're just spreading the branches out so that kind of each branch has a little bit more breathing room, and once all the branches are in the tree, it'll make the tree look a lot more full. So what we're going to do is start by spreading the branches apart. Now, in some shows, they tell you, you want to make the branches just like firework, completely out, just like almost straight out from the branch, and that to me does not look natural. Because if you look at a regular pine tree, they kind of still move in this direction, so you don't want them sticking straight up and out. And then you also want to just kind of watch as you're going to make sure that this branch isn't like that, exposing the metal part of the branch. You want to make sure that stuff kind of stays covered up. So basically, we're spreading out the branches. Now, in this tree, it has different, like I said, it spreads out into 3. So I'm gonna spread those out, because this will also make it look fuller. So now I have on this end 3 different branches to work on. So I'm going to continue and just kind of spread these branches apart. This is not a pre-lit tree, but pre-lit trees are about the same, except they have wires in the branches, and sometimes they're wired so tightly that it doesn't let you spread the branches apart quite as much, but you can just work with it and you get pretty much the same look. And pre-lit trees come in fewer pieces. Like this is not a pre-lit tree, and so you have to put every branch in. But I go back and forth on pre-lit versus not pre-lit trees because pre-lit trees are nice because obviously they have all the lights on them and you don't have to worry about getting everything super evenly lit because it's already done for you. But countless times when I've purchased pre-lit trees, a section goes out just even the next year, and it doesn't seem to matter how expensive of a pre-lit tree it is. It always seems to happen, and then you end up having to fit in your own lights, and it just ends up being a pain. And so I like recently I liked purchasing trees that don't have lights in them because there's no worry about a section going out, and you can change the color of lights if you want, or the type of lights if you want, whenever you want. So, but yeah, so now I have one branch done. So as you can see, I kind of made them move upward, but not straight out from the main stems. And you'll probably come back and touch these up once you get other tiers, because you'll see where the gaps are in the tree and where you kind of want to fill in. And the other thing to point out is you don't have to worry about there being too many gaps in the trees, because those gaps are great places to put larger ornaments. And if you do ribbon on your tree, ribbon, does a great job of filling in. And so, when you have your whole artificial tree set up, Don't be too concerned if there are larger gaps in the tree, because once you put the ornaments and decorations and other embellishments on your tree, it'll fill it in nicely and it will look great.